Welcome back to, oops, I just fucked up the spreadsheet. Welcome back to PEBA. We are going up against Socrates this week, coach of the Vespiquen Park Rangers, and he has a very scary team. I'm trying to pull it up right now. Draft, yep, that's about right. It's on the right here. Hopefully the recording capture picks it up. It's a good question. It is being picked up very much on the right that I just highlighted. So very bulky stuff with like Aloe, Zapdos, Clefable, Tangrowth, but also like insane breakers like Kartana and Mega Heracross. So definitely going to be a very interesting matchup. He is 2-1. I'm 3-0. I've faced him once before in ABC, the first league that I ever actually did on this channel, and sort of the first league I ever did. Period under this alt, and I was pretty I was pretty blown away by how good he was. We did end up winning the game against him, but it was sort of a meme game. So this one is a lot more intense, a lot more serious. I'd like to think, but I obviously don't want to once again force my entire hand, given that playoffs is possible against him. So we don't want to show everything, and since we're already 3-0, we can afford to take a couple losses, but if we end up winning, all the better. So first we have Buzzwole, just a sub-toxic set. I think it goes really well against things like Alomomola and Tangrowth in particular. He can't really break subs with with Buzzwole around. No hidden power is possible. There's also a really good check to Zygarde as well, which is very, very nice for me. I sort of just tend to think that I honestly just I don't know what Zygarde can do to me with this set. So it does sort of struggle with Zapdos a little bit, but I can Toxic it. And this is the first time I'm not running Roost on Buzzwole, but I feel like I'm able to sub so freely that I don't need it. This is a weird Dragapult set as well. I really couldn't find like a setup set that did very well because of Clefable. This set can't really touch Clefable, so I do have U-Turn this time, and I think it might be the first time I brought U-Turn. But Shadow Ball and Draco Meteor, he's not very ghost. His ghost answers aren't that great. He doesn't have a normal type. And then his team is super physical between Kartana and Zygarde and Mega Heracross. So I figured sort of a last-ditch Reflect was quite possibly a good option. We have Nidoking back for his second appearance this season with Dual Stab, Ice Beam, and Stealth Rocks. Really not much to say. I was going to do Shukaberry, but I actually really don't feel like Zygarde has the biggest odds of coming, given that I have things like Buzzwole and other things I didn't even bring, like Slowbro. So, I sort of opted to just go Life Orb for damage. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt, but I do think this just has good coverage. We're bringing Specs Florges with only one attacking move, because all I really need is Moonblast. His resists are Delphox and Kartana, and there's nothing on Florges' moveset that would like work better to hit those things than Moonblast anyway. So we just have support options in Wisp, Synthesis, and Heal Bell, and potentially, who knows, if we get like our choice specs knocked off or something, we can make do with it. Miltank is a Choppleberry counter. You can tell I got a little creative this build, and hopefully it'll work out, but we'll see. This is really just, hopefully he wants to stay in with Mega Heracross, hit me with a close combat, and I can fire back with a counter. I have seen him run sub every now and then, so it's a very risky option, but, if I really feel like he's definitely going to attack me, then I think that's the move to go for. Ice Punches for things like Zygarde and Tangrowth, etc. Toxic Milk Drink just hits everything else. I also have Sap Sipper in case Kartana's like Scarf and wants to lock in a Leaf Blade. Scrappy obviously wouldn't make too much sense. I think his only ghost is... Does he even have a ghost? He has Golurk. Yeah, I can Ice Punch that anyway. And then Thick Fat was like a maybe, but he doesn't really... Aside from Delphox and Mr. Mime, like those aren't the biggest threats. So figured Sap Sipper was the best option between Tangrowth, Sleep Powder, and freaking Kartana. And then this is my Kartana answer that's legitimate. It basically can't be 2-hit KO'd by anything, which is nice. It does take more than 50% from a knockoff, but after being knocked off, it doesn't anymore. Flame Body is there to hopefully get a burn on that Kartana, and then just Brave Bird, Roost, Taunt, Toxic, prevent things from setting up, Taunt, Roost, and just have a good time. I was debating between heavy duty boots and leftovers, but his only rocker is Clefable, and I don't think Clefable, well, he has Golurk too, but I don't think Golurk's coming. And Bastiodon, and I also don't think Bastiodon's coming. And I don't really see Clefable having rocks, and I don't see Clefable having rocks. So you know, we'll see how it goes. But it just I don't think he's bringing rocks. Maybe that's crazy of me. We're gonna get into the game here, see what he is bringing. Counter can only be learned in past gens without hidden abilities. Thrilling. How exciting. Okay, well, I guess we have to work something else out then. Do you get a flying move? No, you do not. That's actually really shitty. I don't know. Bide, Bulldoze, or I could get rid of Sap Sipper, but I don't want to do that. I sort of don't beat Clefable. Is there something I can do for that? Metronome, just hopefully I get, like, you know, Meteor Mash or something. Man, no counter sucks. I honestly have no idea. I guess I'll just go Body Slam. Not really sure. Actually, I'm just gonna go Heal Bell. I think that's the best choice, because he has a lot of things that want to Toxic me. I know I already have it on Florges, but like, that's fine. Maybe I run Protect on Florges now, come to think of it. Wish, Protect, Heal Bell, Moonblast. That works. Okay, hopefully we're not fucked this time. Cool. And there is no, frickin'... Okay, so there's no Mega Heracross. That's huge, actually. So, looks like the Choppleberry will be used for, I guess Kartana? Maybe I should run Fire Punch. Good luck, have fun. I guess it should have been used with Fire Punch. I'm not sure. We can figure that out later. But interestingly enough, we are not seeing... We have two things that Buzzwole can sub on, which is great. Interesting. So no Heracross, and Clefable probably has web. Or, not webs. Freaking... what am I trying to say? Stealth Rocks. So interestingly enough, I think Nidoking has a fantastic lead matchup. Basically in front of anything but the Mr. Mime. And if he does go Mr. Mime, I don't think he'll go Mr. Mime. He does go Mr. Mime. What the fuck? Okay, well, great job. Well done. He'll either Psychic or Ice Beam here. It's a lot of pressure on my team. Wow. Makes me wish I was actually spit out Florges. Crazy that he actually ended up going into Mr. Mime. I didn't expect that at all. But I guess it does look nice against my team. I basically have to choose between going into Miltank or... God, I can't even type right now. Miltank versus Mr. Mime, Galarian, Mr. Mime. So Ice Beam is looking like it's going to be doing, under half, but it only takes a Nast Spot, and he probably has Focus Blast anyway. Whereas Florges, Jesus Christ. Okay, Florges, Psyshock's doing over half. Oh man, that's terrible. How much is Nidoking taking? So it probably dies. I think we have to go Miltank and then double into Florges. He goes for Nasty Plot. Wow. We are going to have to we're gonna have to work this out. So he does go for the Psychic, and I think I'm just gonna have to lose my Miltank. Because I truthfully have no idea what to do. Crazy lead for him that worked out very well. But also at the same time, without... I mean, this does make it harder to deal with Tangrowth, I should say. Is there a better thing for me to lead with, or to go into? You know, he could very well Ice Beam here. I mean, yeah, that's what happens when my Dark type is Mightyena. We will, I guess we'll try and Milk Drink. I don't think we can afford to switch here. Yep. So, he's at 83 now. Let's see how much Dragapult's doing. Let's assume he's Eviolite. It's doing 71 to 85. I guess I could hypothetically U-turn. I gotta go into it quick though. So we'll click U-turn. Hope he switches out here, because it is a pretty easy clef. Yep. And he really does not want to take a Sludge Wave or anything. So I think at the same time, though, I will go for Rocks. I don't think he stays in. We're going to have to make back a lot of time here based off of the damage that just did. Aloe comes in. You have to be 2-hit KO'd. I'm not crazy, right? I mean, even if you're whatever. I'm Life Orb Nidoking, come on. Sludge Wave does 53 to 63, but if you're Spadef, it doesn't. Are you really Spadef? Jesus Christ. Aloe fucking hell. Okay, let's see. Rocks are good because it'll now confirm if Mr. Mime is Heavy Duty Boots. I think the play is going to be to go into Florges, just start firing off Moonblast. So he goes for Scald here. Don't get the burn. He does get the burn, but that's okay. I feel pretty confident just going for Moonblast. Does 52? Jesus Christ. Okay. I think he wants to protect here, so I'm gonna go into Buzzwole. If he Scalds and gets the burn, I do still have the Heal Bell on Florges, so. But losing Miltank like that is very scary. Mr. Mime, wow. Crazy. I don't know what I do to this. I mean, let's... He protects here, right? Yep. So I'm going to sub. He'll go for Toxic and fail. So now I get a free Toxic off on something, which is nice. So we'll be able to find out if this is unaware or not. It is not, but we should just be able to Iron Head. Do 46. As he gets the Moonblast off. I feel relatively confident going back into Nidoking here. So he'll go make a double into Zapdos. He might have extra sensory, but at this point, I just want to fire off an Ice Beam. Or a Sludge Wave, truthfully. Let's do that. I don't think he ever goes hard Kartana. It just goes right into Aloe. This has to 2-go. Yeah. Oh, it's close. I just want to... I mean, you have to be max at this point, right? 44 to 52. Yeah. Let's just go for the roll. Smart play. I guess we'll just go for sub again with Buzzwole. See wishes again. Might pull one into Clefable here, so I actually want to stop that by going for an Iron Head. He goes Zapdos, so that's a good play by him. All right. I'm gonna. He won't go for the electric move here. I think he might U-turn. I'm gonna say U-turns and go for sub. He goes for defog, so it's annoying but manageable. We'll toxic here as he goes for Thunderbolt. Go back into Nidoking. We're going to need our rocks back up as he U-turns. So now he gets to pull one into Mr. Mime again, which is infuriating. God damn it. It's okay, though. I'm actually going to go into Talonflame here. It's not going to take too much from a Psychic. Now I have the choice. I could Toxic again here, or I could pull a double. He wants to go into fucking Zapdos so bad, doesn't he? I mean, great part is now that Clefable's chipped, I feel very confident just like starting to fire shit off with Dragapult. Granted, you know, I gotta get that Aloe fucking still chipped down. I think I'm gonna double to Nidoking. There we go. There we go. All right. We're just going to go for rocks here. We need this chip on things. So he goes back into Mr. Mime. That was risky. I could have gone for Sludge Wave there, but that's okay. We go back into Talonflame. If he goes back into Zapdos, he'll have to take rocks chip and things. So at this point, I just want to go for a Roost. I want to stay healthy here. And since this is in, I'm actually going to go for a Toxic. Actually, no, I'm gonna taunt, obviously. Yeah. I'm gonna Toxic here now. As he goes for Scald. That will not do damage. And I feel pretty confident just... do I want to go for Brave Bird? I'm not really. He really is pressured. He's starting to get pressured, hopefully. So I'm going to go for Brave Bird here. Just more damage is more damage. So he goes for Scald again. Does Taunt end here? Yeah, it does. Could Taunt, could Roost. I kind of just want to Roost. He knows I could Taunt again, so I'm not a fan of doing that. Now, we could see a Rock Slide here, so I don't want to see a Sleep Powder either, so I'm just going to Florges. He does miss the Rock Slide, which sucks. But we can just spam Moonblast here. If he's Poison Jab or something, at least we'll have damage off. Actually, I think I want to go back into Nidoking, because if he's Poison Jab and we start losing this, that's not fun. So let's go into Nidoking. He goes back into Mr. Mime? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I could have just gone for fucking that. Okay. Welp. At least we can Brave Bird, which is cool. with Talonflame. Talonflame actually redeeming itself for me. I was a little bit hesitant about its worth on the team, but it's actually doing very well. So we go back into the Tangrowth here. I think that means I go back into the Florges. I think the lack of Poison Jab here sort of... Yeah, he goes Rock Slide again. That does so much damage. He's Life Orb. Wow. Okay. We're going to go for a Specs Moonblast. It will kill, assuming he's an offensive set, which it looks like he is. So he has to take big damage with something. Presumably Aloe. I am at a point now where Florges is getting weakened. I did not expect Rock Slide to do that much damage. But if it means getting one good hit off, then I'm all for it. And it does mean knocking out the Tangrowth. So very cool, very cool. As he does opt to switch into the Kartana here. He could lock into something like Knockoff, but I honestly just want to... let's go... it was Aerial Ace. So either he is choiced, or I can get a Roost off here, which is cool. I will do that. He actually goes back into Zapdos. He's going to take a lot of damage by going back into Zapdos here. And getting the Roost off is perfect for Kartana now. So good to see that he has the Aerial Ace. Good to keep in mind for the Buzzwole. I got to keep Talonflame healthy because it beats everything but Zapdos 1v1. So I actually... Would I be crazy to go into Dragapult? I think so. I think Nidoking's still the best option. It's just preventing Clefable from coming in. Go into Aloe. At this point, I feel pretty confident just firing off Sludge Waves. He can't protect Stall, knowing that, like, you know... Don't burn. Cool. And here I can Earth Power. He won't go into Kartana here. He goes into Kartana here, though. Should be able to go back into Talonflame. So he goes for the knockoff. No fucking Flame Body, though. Should be able to Roost, though. Flame Body? No Flame Body. Jesus Christ. Okay, but we know it's Choice Scarf now, which is cool. We will go for the substitute here. He does go into the Zapdos. Great thing about this here is he cannot Roost because Drain Punch is going to do a lot of damage. I will Drain Punch regardless. Does 28? Does he have pressure? He does not have pressure. U-turn, Defog, Thunderbolt. I mean, it's got to be Roost. The last move has to be Roost. Has to be. I need to keep this healthy so Kartana doesn't beat me, so I will go into my Dragapult. You know, maybe it was best to... maybe I should get a Reflect off. No, I just got a spam Shadow Ball here. This has to 2-ko. It was back into Kartana. I think the play is just to sack Florges. So we'll do that. As he locks himself in knockoff once again. I think I feel confident just going into Buzzwole and hitting sub again. He might try and knock off again, which would be kind of scary. He does do that as I go for the substitute. But at this point, I just want to Drain Punch twice. Ooh, it's going to be tight. 14, 14, 14, 14. So I will, I'll Drain Punch here. As he goes into Kartana. He will have to lock himself into Aerial Ace, I think. And then it's just a question of, does Dragapult take one / kill back? No, he goes for Smart Strike. Buzzwole will pick up the KO, and that will be a GG. Well, that was a tight game against Socrates. Thankfully, Sub Buzzwole actually came in clutch. Really worked out more than I actually expected it to. So very, very cool to be able to, for Buzzwole to do work. A Talonflame also defied my expectations, and Miltank did nothing at all. Florges was okay. Specs Florges seems interesting, but the way he went around it this time was pretty good. The Mr. Mime was a fantastic bring. I did not expect it coming, period. And now looking at my team in hindsight, really did fuck me up. At the same time, though, I probably should have gone Talon on it earlier. Granted, he did go for Nasty Plot on the switch out. So, I mean, yeah, he did go for turn 1 Nasty Plot. So, Talonflame would have been the smartest option. So that'll be that. Next week we play Kenneth, which will be a fun game, and I'll see you all when that happens.